Hey guys, welcome to my video.
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 Yeet, get that out of here. Gosh, I kept repeating my words. So I want to say this. I was leveling a warrior from 1 to 60 for a very long time, because in Classic WoW, it takes some time to level, as a lot of the older players that have been playing WoW for a very long time know. So me and my warrior, when I hit level 60, I had fun. It was very exciting for me when I hit level 60. But now that I think about it, I'm playing as level 60 and I barely even play this game anymore. And the only reason why I rarely play it anymore is because mainly I've just been getting very bored over this game. Over time, I got very bored. But I've been raiding. I've been doing a lot of Zolgarub, with this group that I run with. So I don't really do much anymore as I did. But first I want to talk about some of the funnest levels, some of the funnest leveling areas. I think that would be level 20, level 40, and level 50. The reason why I say level 20 is because level 20, I had a lot of fun in that area just because I was able to, you know, my friends and family were very active at that point. They were very, very active. And, you know, so my dad, my brothers, my mom, they all play WoW, but ever since I hit level 60, they haven't really been active, and I understand it's a lot of, work as an adult. So, and I'm just an 11-year-old, so I haven't really been active either anymore because, yeah, my friends are active, and really the only reason why I only go on WoW is either if I'm checking the auction house, um, you know, I'm making money, doing Zolgarub runs with this group, you know. So I don't really do play my level 60 warrior anymore. I usually just be doing PvP, and I sometimes just go play another character or level another character. Um, I made a rogue. He's level 29 right now. I barely even play him, because the game to me just got boring when I hit level 60. Because I know there's a lot to do, but for me, it's not that I'm lazy, which I'm not lazy at all, I have very good work ethic. I like to work a lot because that's basically what the game is. It's a job, literally. Because you have to do a lot of stuff just to hit level 60. And I just, it's so amazing to me how I actually got through it. But I can say, I can say that I didn't just get through all the hard work and stuff by myself. I of course had help, because if I didn't have help, then I wouldn't have been able to level a character in WoW. I would have just been very confused about a lot of stuff. And that's why I liked level 20, because that's where I really got to learn how to tank as a warrior. I got to really learn how to tank as a warrior at level 20. at level, it's 20 to 50. That's what I meant to say when I was saying those levels. 20 to 50, basically. I liked level 30 when I was like level 35. It wasn't really much when I was like just hitting level 30, so like exactly level 30, 31, 32, 33. Those 34, those right there, those weren't really that fun. But when I hit level 35, I was like, five more levels to go till I can get my first mount. Um, it took me some time to get a mount when I hit level 40. Level 40 for me was very, very fun because it was just me grinding out enough gold. I just needed a few more pieces of gold to get my first mount. Yes, it took some time for me to get a mount. I hit level 45 or 43 until I got my first mount. I can't remember. Very long ago. I hit level 45 or 43 when I got my first mount. Uh, that was also the first time I've ever had that much gold in my hands. Because I didn't really know how to make much gold when I was level 40. Because, you know, I'm very new to the game. Like I knew a few tricks. My dad taught me, a few things that I could do to make gold. A lot of it was farming, but I usually just use auction house, and I learned how to price my items really well. So now I'm making a lot of gold just from auction house, and most of my gold comes from raiding and auction house, but most of it just comes, like all of it mostly comes from auction house. Um, and I actually have a picture um of it. I screenshotted it, but I'm not gonna show that right now. I have a picture. I sold. Jesus, I can't speak. I mean, I did just wake up, so, but I sold this. I forgot what it was called. I think I got it from like the raid, Zolgarub. It's a ring. It's a blue ring. It looks pretty good for druids, I'm guessing. It's Madines or Medines. I might be able to look it up on Wowhead actually. Um, but I got this ring, right? It was a blue ring, and I sold it a lot. I sold it on the auction house for 245 gold. It did take 3 days to sell it, but that's fine. I still sold it, so that's the good thing. But moving on to level 50. Level 50 is where I really had to start grinding out gold. But ever since I had hit level 50, it's like the game just changed totally. Hitting level 50 was a game changer for me. Running Black Rock Depths for the first time at level 50, 51 or 52, I think. That's probably when I first ran Black Rock Depths. Because I was questing a lot out in the Searing Gorge. So I didn't really do dungeons at level 50. When I first hit level 50, I didn't do Black Rock Depths because I was scared to do Black Rock Depths. Because I didn't want to, pull any mobs that was unnecessary to pull. I didn't want to do any of that type of stuff. I just wanted to run in, probably, hopefully get some good gear, that I can actually use. Maybe get a weapon, um, something. So I didn't want to mess up any groups, because then if I just kept running it over and over, I feel that might have would have messed up a reputation, like the people's reputation, because then it starts to get really annoying if you just keep accidentally pulling because whoa, you can't really just do that, because that gets really annoying. So I didn't want to go in, at level 50. I wanted to level a bit higher. So I probably level to 50. I leveled all the way up to 53. But when I went into the dungeon for the first time, it was messed up because I was like, well, why did I come in at level 53, but I'm running with like level 51s and level 50s? But I guess we did have a max level 60 hunter in there with us. So we did run through like half the dungeon or a little bit of the dungeon. We didn't get to the end because it was like when we got to that one area where it's like a bunch of dark iron dwarves that respawned at a respawn timer that was really fast, a really short respawn timer, you know. So that's the part that we got stuck at. And most groups don't make it through that part just because of the respawn rates. Most groups don't make it through. Uh, it was the first time I've ever made it through was when I hit level 60. Or no, not 60. Sorry, when I hit level 56. That's the first time I've ever made it through a full run of Blackrock Depths. Now, when I did make it all the way through, I was hoping to get Iron Foe, which is a really good tank weapon that I really did want. But since I didn't get it, I just bought the Northern Wind, that hammer that shoots a frostbolt at a target. It was selling on auction house for like 5 or 10 gold, so I had to cop the dang hammer because it was like the best hammer I could get. I was using the thrash blade at the time, so it was kind of getting out of date, I should say. No, it wasn't getting out of date. Thrash blade is literally a really good weapon. At level 60, if you can't find another weapon, or well, of course you can find another weapon at level 60, especially to replace the thrash blade. Yeah. So, but replacing the thrash blade, it wasn't. It was very hard for me to replace the thrash blade. I mean, I had to replace the thrash blade sooner or later. Yeah, it gives extra hits, but for a warrior tank, it didn't really proc that much for me. And a lot of the dungeons that I did, a lot of the mobs liked to run. So I had to have that little slow, so I could slow the target because I don't have improved hamstring or anything like that. I don't have improved hamstring at all, actually. I I mostly went down into the defensive. I mostly went down into defensive prots talent tree. I didn't go much in Fury. I didn't go in Fury at all, and I went a little bit in Arms. If you go just mainly into defensive prot warrior, then that kind of just sucks. Because then you don't have any of those good abilities that are actually really useful. Like Impale, that one's a really useful talent. So, yeah. But moving on to level 60. I know throughout this video I talked about level 60 a lot, but that's because level 60 was my most boring one. Or at least at some points. When I hit level 59, I was really excited to hit level 60 because I was inches away. I was like very, very. It was on the edge of hitting level 60. And that's why I was so happy to hit level 59 and got that much XP to almost hitting level 60. I hit level 60 and I got really excited because I was like, oh man, all the raids that I can do without doing anything stupid. Oh man, I can't wait. You know? You know how everybody is when they first hit level 60, or at least how some people are. Most people, you're like, oh snap, I just hit level 60, now I can raid. Okay. But it was my first time hitting level 60 in a guild, in my own guild. I have a guild, okay? It's called the Morse Kings. Um, uh, yeah. So it was my first time hitting level 60, as I said multiple times already. And I was really excited. I was like, oh man, can't wait to do Zolgarub. Can't wait to do Molten Core. Can't wait to do Blackwing Lair. Can't wait to do a Nixia's Lair. First thing I do, I go to a Nixia's Lair. This is what made me mad. And this still kind of annoys me. I forgot. There's like this little attunement or whatever, like a quest that you have to do to actually get into the dungeon. So that annoyed me and it hurt me a lot. Well, it didn't hurt me, but it was like, man, what the heck? What the heck? And I just joined this freaking raid group, freaking 40 people inside the raid group, and it just, it messed me up. Because I was like, what the? I'm not doing this. I'm just gonna be running Zolgarub for the rest of my career of a level 60. So I'm like, I'm not doing any of this attunement stuff. And it wasn't out of laziness, it's the fact that I didn't know where to pick up the quest. I'm pretty sure it's like in Sin Gorge, right? I don't know. And I didn't know even how to like do the quest without dying cuz I'm pretty sure don't you have to fight like elite mobs at the end of the quest? I don't know. Like 5 elite mobs. I don't know how to do the quest anymore. I mean, I read up on that stuff. I didn't know where to pick up the quest. I went to the person that gave you the quest, but that didn't work out so well. So that really sucked to me. So I just found a Zolgarub. I was flying down to um, cause I was going to do Pug, looking for Pug uh for Zolgarub, but I couldn't find one for like a few minutes until somebody said that they had Zolgarub. They didn't whisper me. They just said it in chat. Um, if you wanted to, join or whatever. Well, and I joined their Discord. And yeah, I mean, I had fun in Zolgarub. I didn't really do much. I mean, I wasn't really that much of a help in Zolgrove because I didn't have any raid gear at the time. I still had like dungeon gear from like level 56 and 57 and 58. And I even had on that Blackstone ring still. No, I switched out the Blackstone ring for um, one another ring that does it inflicts 2 arcane damage and it has 5 plus defense on it with a few pieces of armor on it. So yeah, I switched out that ring, and I didn't really just yeah. After that, the game started to get slowly just started to get very boring, and even more boring, and even more boring, and that's why it's really hard for me to talk about this part because it was just so boring for me. I ran Zogorub over and over and over. And that's really what happens when you hit level 60. At least that's what happened to me. Yeah, I know a lot of hardcore players, uh, because I'm not really that type of player. I'm not hardcore, for this game. I don't. care that much on this game. I play the game and I don't just go hardcore Rambo on this game. I don't care that much on this game. Like, of course, I care a little bit, but I don't care like a lot, to where I'm gonna go hardcore. Now, I know a lot of people care a lot about this game, and they take this game very seriously. Just sometimes take it seriously. When I'm questing, I don't know if this would be something. I mean, dying to me while I'm questing gets like really annoying, and people will camp me for hours. Like high level 60. Now that I'm level 60, I basically can't get camped because I have raid gear on right now. Um, in this video that I'm showing, I'm pretty sure it's up there, right? That I'm showing, yeah, it's up there. Okay, so, um, I have raid gear on it now. You know, most of it is just tanking raid gear. Um, I don't really do tanking that much anymore though, because I'm mostly running Zolgarub, and the group that I came with, they already have a tank, so they have a bear tank and a warrior tank. Which I think that's a pretty good combo because bear tanks, they're able to switch forms, so just in case they need to, like, heal, then they can heal themselves, so I didn't want to take the place of the druid or anything like that. But the only time that I really got to tank with my gear was when one of the tanks went AFK, and we needed to pull the boss because we were trying to run the raid as fast as we possibly could. So they told me how to tank the boss, of course, because I didn't know how to tank the boss. There really wasn't that much. I thought it would be a little bit harder. It was kind of hard to take aggro, because there was like a bunch of people hitting, the mob. I think it was like that panther or the tiger boss or whatever that spawns like a bunch of um tigers. I don't know. I forgot what boss that they told me to tank. But they told me to tank this boss because we were trying to speed run Zolgarub, right? And this is all happening at level 60. I know. I'm pretty sure you can run this dungeon at a little bit lower level. But this all happened at level 60, of course. They told me to tank the boss. I was like, okay. I mean, I guess I can tank it. And I wasn't scared to tank the boss, of course. I mean, my character is more than a boss, so yeah. So I tanked the boss, and I did good at least. As I said, it was really hard. It was kind of hard to take aggro. Well, it wasn't really hard. I shouldn't say it was really hard, but I was still able to take some of the aggro. On one of the bosses. He or she, I don't know what it was, kept spawning tigers and stuff like that, and I had to tank those. But I still had a really great time, tanking. But I think the reason why I'm starting to get kind of bored at level 60 is because I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. See, now I leveled all the way up to level 60 for a reason. I leveled all the way up to 60 so I could play the game. So I could be who I am and see who I am. It's kind of like real life, basically. When you're getting older, you start to learn who you are and see who you are really and who you want to be when you start to get older. Basically, the same concept in WoW. I started to get to a higher level and I started to see who I was. I'm a tank, but I'm still doing DPS. I'm still DPSing for this raid group. Like, what am I even doing? Why? Why do I have to do this? Because I don't want to take the spot of a druid. Because druids, I'm not saying they're better tanks than warriors, but druids, they're good tanks if they have to go, switching forms and healing themselves. That's the reason why I like druid tanks. Because they have very big health pools. They can take a lot of damage, but warrior tanks, we have a lot of avoidance, so we avoid a lot of damage, at least my warrior does, so I don't take that much damage from people, because I have a lot of dodge, I have a lot of parry, and I have a lot of block, but the only reason why I have a lot of block is because I'm using a shield, so yeah, but really, overall, I really do like the fact that I actually got to level 60. It is boring, but to have a level 60 in my character log, when every day I log on, look at my auctions on my bank tune, and now I'm like, well, guess I'm gonna level another character. Maybe I'm gonna go to Horde. I made a Horde Shaman, but I haven't touched him in a while. I mean, I downloaded some other not macros, add-ons, and then I deleted them. I uninstalled them. I'm just trying some things new now. Doing different things, playing WoW. Testing them out. See if they can help me level. I don't use any of that quest stuff or whatever. I don't use add-ons like that because I want the nostalgia to still be in the game. Um, and plus, I had people to help me, so now I'm familiar with a lot of the quests that I need to do, leveling as a warrior. But my adventure and my hard work that I did to get to level 60 really did not pay off. Yes, it did. I'm just playing. It paid off, you know. Because, as I said, I now have a level 60 in my character log every day I log on. But those things were just filler, for what I was gonna say. So now it is the end, and I shall stop streaming now. Oh yeah, and also I need somebody to help me out with my mic, cause my mic has a problem. I got a cool looking mic. It's a really big mic that takes up my whole entire desk now. But it's a mic. Took it off. Uh yeah yeah, it's a mic, and it's a new one. So I don't have to use my headphones for a mic, for my headphones mic. So I need help, okay? But dude, cause I really want to stream. I'm gonna stream again. I'm probably gonna stream like on my Rogue or whatever. Perspective of Rogue series. I got a whole entire series on my channel. But it has come to the end. I want to say thank you for watching. Like and subscribe on my YouTube channel. I'm gonna be posting this video up on YouTube, so you can go watch it on YouTube just in case you want to like rewind or whatever. To a few different parts or something like that. So yeah, like, subscribe, turn on post notifications when you subscribe. It's the little bell icon that's on the side of the button, subscribe button. It'll turn white, or if you have dark mode on YouTube. But thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Toodles.